Toronto Council has ordered a freeze on licenses for new drivers for ride-sharing services like Uber. This is so that the city could create a new driver training program. While there's concern about longer wait times and higher costs, Mothers Against Drunk Driving warns the timing couldn't be worse with the holiday season almost upon us.
When there's lots of rides available, people make the right choice.
The chief executive officer of MADD Canada says he is concerned about City Council temporarily pausing issuing licenses for rideshare drivers.
Going into the holiday season, where this year we're going to have a lot more in-person gatherings at restaurants, hotels, etc. And we need, ride sharing has been a vital fight against impaired driving.
Most councillors voted to pause issuing licenses to all ride sharing services, limousine and taxi drivers until a pandemic delayed driver training course is up and running. Back in 2019, council ordered city staff to develop a course. One of the reasons was 28-year-old Uber passenger Nicholas Cameron, who died following a 2018 crash on the Gardiner Expressway. The Uber driver, 23-year-old Bashar Musa, had pulled onto the highway shoulder to grab a dropped cell phone. The fatal crash occurred when he attempted to merge back onto the highway.
Trying to make sure that we have well-trained drivers on the road, knowing the rules of the road, knowing how to operate their vehicles safely, knowing how to pick up and drop off passenger safety, knowing how to onboard the highways, offboard. All of that is my priority.
A spokesperson for Uber tells CityNews that the company supports the driver training program and wishes the city had worked faster to implement it, adding it is deeply unfair to punish the thousands of drivers who want to earn an income and the hundreds of thousands of Torontonians who require a reliable rideshare service to help them get from point A to point B because of the city's slow action. Councillor Kristen Wong-Tam, who voted in favor of the license freeze, says she doesn't think service will be disrupted, adding there are more Uber and Lyft drivers in Toronto than in New York City.
We already have a lot of drivers who are not able to make ends meet because there's an oversaturation of drivers. So any threat that there's going to be a rise in costs is not true.
While MADD also supports the driver training program, they don't support the freeze on new drivers.
They shouldn't be punished for something they have no control over.
As for how long the freeze on new drivers will last, the city says it all depends on when the driver training program is created and when applicants can actually take the test. There is no set deadline at this time. They also add when the program is created, existing drivers will also be required to take the test. For City News, I'm Malia Sheikh.